Cali to Chi-Town, it's Bears on the flight. Let me go tune in to KIEQ on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the likes.
The Chicago Bears could pull off a huge stunner with this massive trade. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of KIEQ on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, make sure you also do me a huge favor by also hitting the like button on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. So, Bears fans, buckle up because you are about to see a very optimistic KIEQ on the Mic on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. I know a lot of you guys are going to be blowing me up in the comment sections, but this is going to be a very hypothetical video. It's going to probably be a huge pipe dream to a lot of you Bears fans, including myself, but I still felt the need to give you guys this video because things are kind of going downhill for the Dallas Cowboys, and I will get to them in just a moment. But we all know that Ryan Poles is always looking to make this Chicago Bears football team a whole lot better, and he is willing to be aggressive in order to make that happen. Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears can make this franchise-altering move that would instantly, in my viewpoint, would instantly make them contenders in the NFC, and that is trading for star pass rusher Micah Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys. And Bears fans, before once again you guys blast me in the comment section and say things like, well, KIEQ, why would the Cowboys do something stupid like that and trade Micah Parsons? Please just hear me out for the duration of this episode of KIEQ on the Mic. The Dallas Cowboys, Bears fans, seem to be in some very deep trouble. They have multiple star players looking for huge paydays, including guys like star quarterback Dak Prescott. He's looking to reset the quarterback market with a $60 million per year deal. Obviously, there's stuff going on with wide receiver CeeDee Lamb as well. He could be looking to reset the wide receiver market. And then obviously you have star edge rusher Micah Parsons that is also coming up on a contract year as well. And he's probably going to want to reset the edge rusher market in the National Football League. And the reason that I say that there may be a slight chance that Micah Parsons could become available for the Chicago Bears is because the other day, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones was speaking to the media in Dallas. And when asked about the CeeDee Lamb contract negotiations and how CeeDee Lamb is holding out, this is how Jerry Jones responded. He said, "I don't have any urgency to get that deal done." That led to CeeDee Lamb actually removing the America's team from his bio. And then to make matters worse for Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons actually retweeted CeeDee Lamb's response to Jerry Jones. So there is so much chaos going on with the Dallas Cowboys right now, but the Chicago Bears, among other NFL teams, can actually take advantage of that chaos. And maybe, just maybe, with all this chaos, maybe for some reason, a guy like Micah Parsons may become available. And here is why I feel this way, Bears fans. The Cowboys, for one, are in salary cap hell. When you look at their current state of their roster, they have 3-star players that all need new contracts, and they all want to reset the market. Once again, Dak Prescott with the quarterback market, CeeDee Lamb with the wide receiver market, and of course, Micah Parsons with the edge rusher market in National Football League. And I personally believe that the Cowboys cannot afford to pay them all, because if they pay all of them and actually reset the market with each and every one of them, they will not be able to build the team around those guys to actually compete within the NFC, talking about the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And surprisingly enough, Bears fans, I truly feel that with all this chaos going on and with all those guys wanting to be paid, I know there's a lot of analysts out there saying, well, you should get rid of Dak Prescott or get rid of CeeDee Lamb. I kind of feel that Micah Parsons may be the odd man out in Dallas. And Bears fans, the reason why I feel this way is because when you look at the Dallas Cowboys roster, Dak Prescott is still a top quarterback in the league, whether you love him or hate him. When you look at his regular season stats, he is a very good quarterback in the National Football League and a very good quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't think Jerry Jones wants to let him go. I think when it's all said and done, Dak Prescott will most likely reset the quarterback market and get his $60 million per year. And then, of course, Dak Prescott needs someone to throw to in CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb is one of the best receivers in the National Football League. And I don't think Jerry Jones is going to want to get rid of one of Dak Prescott's best weapons in CD Lamb. And even though Micah Parsons is one of the best edge rushers in the National Football League, he is probably going to be looking for $34 million or more per year in his next contract extension. And the Dallas Cowboys probably won't be able to pay him once again, and Dak Prescott and CD Lamb. So Bears fans, I personally think if this situation escalates for the Dallas Cowboys, I think Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears need to take a huge swing and try to land Micah Parsons and bring him here to Chicago. Think about it, Bears fans. The Bears need someone opposite of Montez Sweat. I know that we're all high on guys like Austin Booker, but if you're able to land a game-changing, franchise-altering player in Micah Parsons, I think any GM would take that. I think any GM would take Micah Parsons on their football team. Obviously, the Chicago Bears have the benefit of having a rookie quarterback in Caleb Williams and that rookie contract as well. And last but not least, Bears fans, making a deal that satisfies Parsons' demands wouldn't be difficult for the Chicago Bears. They do have some flexibility in terms of their cap space. Obviously, they do have the draft capital as well to make a move like this. And once again, when you have a rookie quarterback in Caleb Williams that you're confident about. Obviously, when you look at the Chicago Bears team as a whole, Ryan Poles has done a very good job of building this team, talking about the starters, talking about the rotational guys, talking about the culture that has been built in Chicago, thanks to Matt Eberflus as well. These are the type of moves that if you believe that you are in a winning window, especially with your young quarterback and Caleb Williams, and you feel like he can take you or get you to that point of competing or even winning Super Bowls, these are the type of moves that you make to get your team to the next level. And just think about it, Bears fans. A guy like Micah Parsons is a player that it's worth it going all in for. When you look at a guy like Micah Parsons, he is only 25 years old. He has amassed 40.5 sacks. Yes, Bears fans, 40.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys, with him having double-digit sacks in all of those seasons. So to put it lightly, Bears fans, he is an absolute beast. He is a very disruptive edge rusher. I can only imagine how good this Bears defensive line would be with Micah Parsons and Montez Sweat. And just imagine what Micah Parsons would be able to do for guys like Javon Dexter and DeMarcus Walker as well. This defensive front for Chicago with Micah Parsons would be absolutely ridiculous. And Bears fans, to be honest with you, there is nothing that can really convince me otherwise that if Micah Parsons was available, that Ryan Poles wouldn't be interested. I think any GM, if you ask them if they would be interested in Micah Parsons, I'm pretty sure every single GM in the National Football League would be interested in a guy like Micah Parsons. He is an absolute game changer. He is arguably the best edge rusher in the National Football League. We are not talking about an edge rusher that is 29 years old going into his 30s. He is still 25 years old going into the prime years of his career. And look what he has already done in his early years in the National Football League. He's only going to continue to get better. And once again, I know a lot of people will attack me on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic, but he is a player that can get you to the next level. If you have ambitions of winning a lot of games and hopefully getting to that next level and winning Super Bowls, this is the type of move that you have to make. Sometimes you have to be aggressive. The Chicago Bears have a history of doing this, obviously, with Khalil Mack back in 2018. But I personally feel that this team is way better suited than that 2018 Bears team. And that's why I truly feel that this would be actually a very smart move for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. And Bears fans, don't get me wrong. I do understand the arguments that this would be a hefty price in order for the Chicago Bears to land a guy like Micah Parsons. When you are looking at it, you would have to give up 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick, and then you would have to pay him to that long-term extension that he wants, and it's probably going to be $34 million or more per year in a long-term extension for Micah Parsons. And that would personally be a lot, but I personally feel like a guy like Micah Parsons would be worth it. He is a generational talent at the edge rusher position in the National Football League. And just like I said, when you feel like your window to win is coming, especially when you're confident about your quarterback in Caleb Williams and what he can mean for his organization, sometimes you have to take big swings and take big risks. And this would be a risk, but I think we would love the results of what Micah Parsons will mean for this defense and this overall football team here in Chicago. So Bears fans, you can call me crazy all you want, but I would take Micah Parsons on the Chicago Bears all day long. But before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. If Micah Parsons actually became available for the Chicago Bears, would you want Ryan Poles to take a big swing and trade for Micah Parsons? Let me know down below what you're thinking in the comment section. But as always, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of KIEQ on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. Better than that, be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on KIEQ on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic.